Hey, welcome, guys. Let me put this on first. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute. However, I'm back like I never left. Anyway, guys, welcome. I am your host, Leslie Ann, and we are live with a special guest on the Say Less platform. Okay. So before we get started, I like to always talk about why I started this. And because I wanted the everyday person, just like you and I, to have a platform to talk about their fitness journeys. I think it's always great to tell your story because somebody out there is looking to hear your story and what you've done. Because someone may not always relate to me as the power lifter, but they'll always relate to just the everyday person who just decided that they were sick and tired of being sick and tired and they wanted to change their life, but they never got a chance to tell their story. So somebody else can be encouraged. So this is why I created this platform for that very reason. So again, I'm back like I never left. I know it's been a minute, but I want to bring you guys some love and light and happiness and introduce you guys to my very first guest since I've been going away. Her name is Catrena Sanders. Now, I was sitting here thinking I was driving home today and I was wondering, where in the heck did I meet her? I have no idea. So it has to be on social media because I've never met her in person. Never met in person. But she is like almost like a sister. It's so crazy how my fitness family have become like my second family. But this one here is like, I know everybody knows that I have 7 sisters, but she's kind of like the 8th sister. She just down to earth, just we connected and been clicked up ever since. I'm gonna bring her up so she can tell her story, but I wanted her to know this, and I don't think she knows that. I think when I first met her and I started following her, she's a fitness coach, of course, but she was doing some things with her clients that I have never seen anybody in the fitness field do. And maybe it was, I just wasn't following that person, but she was like, okay, so if you ever train with me and if you know, ever was up under my coaching, we do nutrition and we talk and, you know, we have our ups and downs and we coach check-ins. But this girl, she was like, when I would follow her or just look at her when she was training her clients, she was having them do affirmations. And I know people are like, oh, that ain't no big deal. That's a big deal because if you've never seen it before, it was a big, and that was, to me, was what drew me to her because she was doing affirmations with her clients. Like kind of like setting the tone before she trained. And I had never literally, Catrena, I know you're hearing this, I've never seen it before until I met you. And then now I see it all the time, but I always say, Catrena was doing that first. There ain't nothing new. She been doing that. And so I even do it with my clients, even when I tell my clients, like at the end of the sessions, have a great day on purpose. But she was like, I am like giving her, she was saying affirmation to clients. And I thought that was so important because that's a big part of fitness. When you get it mentally up here and you feeling good about yourself and you're speaking the affirmations as opposed to living it, sometimes you got to talk it and the atmosphere creates what you speak. She was doing it with her clients. And that's what I admired her the most, is because she was doing something different that I had never seen online or just fitness coaches do, period. I'm talking too much, and y'all know I can, but without further ado, I would like to bring my guest on stage. Everybody give her a round of applause. I keep saying every guest I have, I keep saying, I'm gonna get that clapping signal. I'm gonna get the clapping thing. But
Oh
until
yeah,
then,
yeah. Oh my
until
God, you all,
then,
thank you so much for everything that you said. I'm like in the backstage tearing up a little bit, like I love you too, girl.
said me and you us never part.
Yeah,
So guys, welcome Catrena. She is the, not the, she is the Fit Alchemist. Y'all see when she gets to talking why she is the Fit Alchemist. How you doing, girl?
hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, tell us something about yourself. Tell us something
Well,
about
first of all,
yourself.
let me fangirl about you first, okay? 'Cause I gotta get mine in. I gotta get
Go on,
mine
girl, because you
in.
know me. I'm waiting.
I gotta get mine in. So yeah, I don't know how we met either, but I do remember talking to you on the phone the first time. I think it was about it was like around maybe COVID about the
Uh huh.
supplement or something that
Yeah.
I was taking. And okay, this is what made me love you. So you go, all right, girl, don't be playing with me. This stuff better work. I'll beat you up if it doesn't work. I was like, yeah, and then after that, I'm like, yeah, yeah,
We locked in. Been locked in ever since.
period. Okay, period. Yes, definitely my fit sister. And like every time I see you on your social media, oh my God, you see, I got the googly hearts every time. I'm like, look at her body. Like, I'm just like, yeah, obsessed.
Yeah,
Obsessed.
I don't see. But if I was to tell her do a what you call that fitness cam, I had started doing that too. Stand up so everybody can see y'all bodies.
Ah,
Okay, y'all would be like, please. We are the same. We body twins. The
yeah.
same. Yes, yes. So tell us something about your life. Like, what do you do? Something personally, and then we'll get into the fitness side of it.
Well, let's see. I am a mom. I am a coach. And I'm just like you, just like like you said, just like the average woman. I have a special needs son. He's autistic and ADHD. I homeschool him. And I still try to find time to make my lifestyle work for me and us. And just, I feel like I was always a trainer or a coach in some way. And then having a special needs son really brought that out more. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
In me. So I just refused to believe that he would never talk again or that he would never, whatever the doctors try to say he could never do. And then that's like mom, coach, trainer, all his hats came on.
Hmm.
No, we're going to do this. So I just really like work with my son. And if my son, who is very set in his ways, so to say. All the moms out there who have special needs kids, they understand what I mean. They need a routine and solid routine and set in their ways. So if I can get him out of his shell to do more stuff, if I can get him on a good routine where it's working for him and that he's starting to feel confidence. And also you were talking about the affirmations. I would write them,
Yeah.
speak them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
day, I would make him look at himself in the mirror and speak those affirmations. And we would just have our little set routines for his schoolwork. And I transferred it into my fitness life as well. You know what I mean? Like for me,
Right.
spiritual journey, self love, empowerment, being a mom, being a trainer, kind of all blended in one. You know what I mean? And then what you see here. But yeah, so that's a little bit about my life.
Now, having an autistic child, and by you already being a fitness coach, how did the dynamics change as far as your fitness life? As
You
far
know,
as like your training, you training your clients, like how do you fit all that in and homeschool a special needs child?
it's really challenging.
I can imagine.
It's really challenging, but just to even start from the very, very beginning. When my son was diagnosed, he was about 3 years old. I had a lot of tragic stuff that kind of happened, a lot of traumatic stuff that happened. I don't, we haven't even talked about this, so this is going to be new for you to hear. But yeah, I was
Uh-huh.
assaulted during the time that my son got diagnosed. And also, he got put out of the daycare because they didn't have teachers or like the services to be able to assist him, being that he was special needs. He was alone a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this stuff happened to me, and it was a really dark moment. I remember I cut off all my hair. I went through this like really, really like dark night of the soul kind of thing. And I said, what's going to get me out of this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got back into bodybuilding 6 years ago. You remember, back to back champion. So my son is 3 years old at the time, and I talked to my coach to letting me take him with me into the gym. So here I am, okay, a nonverbal 3-year-old autistic son, and he's in the bodybuilding gym with me, literally like
Mm-hmm.
his headphones on and his tablet, sitting on the bench while mommy's literally training. We're talking about hardcore bodybuilding gym, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's sitting there, with his headphones on, playing his games while I'm sitting here training for a competition, but really training for life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Got it.
like, I got all the people at the gym like, come here, now, they all just, work like a big to make sure that he was occupied and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so he always kind of grew up. You see what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
understanding fitness, understanding working out, weightlifting. He just kind of like grew up in that space. So it wasn't really hard to incorporate him in whatever I'm doing regarding fitness. So it takes a lot of routine.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of routine, and we're still working on routines now with them. And just understanding from my clients, they understand, they love it. I remember when COVID happened and the world kind of shut down, and we all were like kind of forced to like hide and train online. I was shooting in the parks. I was
Right.
wherever I can find him. And he was right there with me. You know what I mean? So he's always been in this lifestyle. So it's kind of really, really easy. And now
Mhm.
that I'm an online trainer, it's really, really easy.
So the good that transition was easy. Now you was bringing him to the gym.
Girl,
Now
you want to talk
I
about
know,
it? Girl.
didn't he became everyone's child at that point, right?
Pretty much, pretty much, pretty much.
And
Like,
everybody made sure he was taken care of. When I
I
take
love
Ethan to
my
the gym with
shout
me,
out
I
to
know how
Mega.
they are.
Shout
Hmm.
out to Megaflex. That's my gym family, okay? Megaflex is a hardcore bodybuilding gym. I mean, grunting, sweat, tears,
With
dropping
little
weight.
Nas running around like doo 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 doo.
Oh yeah, you can see some videos. You can go on my page and literally see him running or one of the videos while I'm doing like painting.
Right, right. Ain't nobody paying attention. They like he good.
Yeah,
Long as he ain't in the way of me doing what I need to do,
he
he
got tap
good.
on. Oh, he good.
He good. I love it. I love it. Before there was Nas, there was a Fit Life, right?
There was still a fit
There
life.
was a Fit Life.
Yes,
What did that look like before Nas came around? Your fitness
it
life.
looked different. It did look different.
Mm-hmm.
I think the spirituality and the mindset, coaching, the affirmations, the
Mm-hmm.
empowerment definitely came after having a son with autism. Just like I said, it kind of blended in from the way I had to love on him and encourage him and teach him. That kind of came when he
Right.
beforehand. Honestly, I'm so glad you asked me that question. You be asking me questions that I wasn't thinking about. But before,
Well, I'm telling you, when they become top of my head, I'm like, okay, ask. Yes, because what was your life, fit life? Because my fit life before I had Ethan was like, get up and
different.
go when you
I can
want,
do
spend
it.
as much time in the gym as you like. But when you become a mom, the dynamics of it changed.
Believe it or not, my fitness life started with me trying to bond with my dad.
Okay.
So I had moved to Charlotte when I was 20 years old, and that my dad loved bodybuilding. I mean, he would get the Flex magazines, and you know what I mean. And he would always be at the YMCA working out. Everybody at the YMCA knows my dad, so he would be always at the YMCA. And I just never lifting weights. Like that wasn't a thing, you know what I mean? I just wanted to get to know him and spend that quality time. So I asked to go with him and we would train together. So it wasn't really like I wanted to like get in shape or get buff or anything like that. It was more so like I wanted to get to know my dad. So that was like
Oh, nice.
yeah, and we would work out together. And we
That
trained some bodybuilding competitions.
I've seen, yep. You and your dad trained for a bodybuilding competition together. How
Yes,
freaking cool is that? I give
yeah,
anything to
because we
train with my
loved
dad.
it. We really did. Like, just, like that was our bonding time. So it wasn't really, like I said, to get in shape. I didn't start to get in shape. I kind of fell into it. And
Hmm.
then fell into it. I met a woman named MJ Fox. She was my first trainer. And she just looked at my shape and she was like, have you ever thought about bodybuilding? And I'm like, girl, what is that? Let me teach you. And 12 weeks later, I won my first bodybuilding competition.
So
I was
you never was
never,
training for this, nothing.
no, I just kind of fell into it. Like I said, it was just like, I'm just in the gym, just,
She
working
said,
out.
"Oh, girl, you need to be a bodybuilder. Let's do it." You was like, "Okay, well, I guess."
I just moved to Charlotte. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm like, okay, let's go for it. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Bodybuilding changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And I know you can attest to that. It's just that mental fortitude and stamina that nothing else can give you. You're
Hmm.
so focused when you're in the game. So, I mean, it changed my life. It poured out into every area in my life. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, right.
I do 100% because of bodybuilding. So,
Now,
yeah.
is it now? I know it to be true, and I tell this to other people, and maybe you can attest that I always tell people when you can control what you put in your mouth.
Talk about it. Let's talk
I
about it.
think, and I don't think I know if you can control food, what you eat. I believe you can control every other area of your life.
I
And
love it.
whatever you struggle with, if you can control this, all the rest of that stuff is easy. It becomes easy because this is one area of everyone's life that we teeter and totter in. That's why we up with our weight up and down because we can't control this. But
Yes, I love
anybody, I
it.
tell bodybuilders, that's why I have so much respect for people who bodybuild, who power lift. Anytime you're doing a competition and it requires you to peel back on food, my hat is off to you because I know how difficult it is. But, or however, once you do it, it's a wrap. It carries over to every area of your life.
Pours out to every
Is
area
that
of your life.
is that true?
Exactly.
And can you talk about it and how that helped you?
I love that you mentioned that because, first of all, food is, I would say, 75, 80,
I would say 90,
90.
to be honest with you.
Right,
Mhm.
90% of the battle,
Yep.
controlling what you put in your mouth. So I love that you said that. I agree. I agree. There's nothing I can take away from that. I say mindset. I always say if you can control your mind and what
Hmm.
you, because you can trick yourself out of something way before, just by thinking that you can't do something. Once you
Right.
can't do it, you already lost. So I say once you control your mind and get focused and believe that you can do something, that's the first step. That's the first step. You can do anything once you say that. But I love the nutrition
Yeah.
part.
That is so so crazy. One of my last powerlifting coach, she said, I used to always tell her because squats wasn't my thing. Like it's just to this day is not really my thing. But I used to always tell her the minute I squat 315, I'm done squatting for the rest of my life. I just wanted to get these 3 plates on each side. But leading up to that, because I said once I get this 3 plates, I'm done. I believe, and my coach said she knew it was going to happen. Leading up to that 315, because I had set that I spoke like when I'm
The words.
all my squats. I could. It was so hard to get those. I haven't even done 315 yet. She said the reason why you so stalled on squats and you don't like them because you speak negative things about squatting. Change how you speak.
Yep.
Change
Change.
how you
That's the
see.
mindset.
She said,
Yes.
"Yeah, you ain't gonna never get a 315 because in your mind you think as soon as I hit it, I'm just done."
Let me
But
tell you
your
something. If I was your coach, I would have made you say at least
See, y'all
affirmations
see,
to,
see,
to, to counteract what you said. You know what I'm saying? Counteract that. I would have been like, excuse me. All right, I
and
need
until this day, I haven't done it yet because I have this. There's something about squats I cannot stand, and because I can't, because I haven't done it yet, is because I was speaking. I've spoken into the atmosphere. And guess
right.
what? The atmosphere created that around me.
You can
I
always
kept
change
getting
that.
injured. I can take it back.
You
But
can
because I
always take it
spoke
back.
it,
Mm-hmm.
stuff around me just happened that I never hit it. And she said, it's because she said, I remember when you told me that. And it just happened. But if you had a coach like Kat, she'd be like, write it down 100 times. Write it 100 times. But
Okay.
that's what it is. But that's something that you would have told your client.
At
Like,
least three
no,
times. I need 3 affirmations. I just did it to
three.
my virtual assistant yesterday. I was like, three, please.
So I got a whole new now that I got my knees good. Oh no. I'm not stopping squatting until
Okay.
I'm not stopping squatting until I get 405. That's how, because I know the power of our
You
tongue. I
still you,
know
you still saying that you're gonna stop, ma'am.
I'm, I know. Right. I got a new goal of 4 or 5, but you're still stopping
Yeah,
at a
don't say
certain.
you're gonna stop. Just don't say you're gonna stop. Say you're
Just
gonna
say I'm just gonna hit the goal. I'm
I'm
gonna hit
gonna
the
reach
goal.
my full potential.
I'm gonna reach
I'm
my
gonna reach
full
my full
potential.
potential. Mm-hmm.
See, this is why y'all need to hire her and not me, because I'll be like, okay, girl, what's your number? Okay, bet we gonna get you there. So she's gonna be like, nope, that ain't nope, nope. As long as you living, you should be learning and doing more, right?
Take the ceiling off.
Take the
Take the
ceiling
ceiling
off.
off.
There's a difference between me and you. Somehow I gotta lead a little bit. You like, no, no, it's not. No,
Yeah.
it's not. So what are some limitations that you faced while training? Specifically during your bodybuilding phase. What are some limitations and how did you overcome them?
My biggest limitation, like I said, was my son. Here I am, a single mom. I went from full time to part time because he got taken out of the daycare. And I mean, he's with me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? At the gym, in the gym. So not only I'm trying to focus on my lifting, but I'm also trying to make sure he's safe because he's in a
Right.
bodybuilding gym. The weights there are a lot different
Mm-hmm.
than Planet Fitness. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. So it's like I felt like my focus was off while I was training. But that fire in me, you know what I mean, is not going to put no limitations. Like, I mean, here I am. I'm taking my son to speech therapy, and I got my gym packed. I got my food prepared and weighed, and I'm taking him right with me with the gym. Okay, stay here. Here's your tablet. Here's your headphones.
Yeah.
I'm just going to work out. I have to stop, make sure, because he's going to run around a little bit.
Yeah.
Put him
Mm-hmm.
in, get back focused. So that was the biggest limitations or perceived limitations, excuse me, that I could have ever faced. And to this day, I feel like I could do anything because I did that. Because
Yeah.
I did that. Like that to me, that was a big, what are you doing? No, you can't do it. And I just fought past it. And yes, I can do it. And not only did
Mm-hmm.
I do it, I mean, I got away in nationals. First call outs in nationals. My son was with me the
Nationals.
whole time. He was with me the whole time in the
So
gym.
he
I was
seen you
like,
on
he
stage
wasn't
and
shooting with me
everything.
when I was in the gym. Nas was shooting with me in the gym, girl. He was with me the whole ride.
Now, was it ever a time where he would come and say, hey, Mom, how come we ain't going to the gym? Or did you ever find him without even paying attention? Was you just look up and he doing jumping jacks or push-ups?
You
That's pretty much how
know,
it was with Ethan.
girl, it's so funny. I look back at those videos that I posted a long time ago, like showing my journey and stuff, and I'm looking at it from a different eyes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, when you're in that bodybuilding mode, you're in that bodybuilding phase, you don't see nothing but win. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I go back now and I look at those videos and I get a little bit emotional because I miss those moments where he was so cute and he was literally trying to do what me and my dad was doing. He would, pose and do all this stuff, but the
Mm-hmm.
time I was so annoyed because I was like focused and I'm like, come on,
Right.
let me get it in. But now I'm like, wow, we was really good role models, for him and he
Mm-hmm.
loved it. So at the time, I felt like he wasn't picking up on it, but now when I look back, he definitely was. Now, does he like to exercise? No, he does not. He does not. He does
He
not.
said,
He
no, he
likes
didn't
to
want
be
to do it.
the boss and be in charge and tell me what to do and count out my reps, but he don't be really trying to do it.
He said, nope, mommy, you go do it. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna do my thing. Yeah, Ethan the same way. And I felt like, think it's because I didn't make him do me a little. He was my Ethan was on me like on my hip. Like
Your twin.
he wanted to work anything I did. I don't think that was just part of growing up, like because that was all he was just it was just me. But everything I wanted to do, he wanted to do it. Now he'd be like, no, you I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm
Well,
gonna
let
do
me
my
tell you
I'm
something.
I'm straight.
I just thought of something. Okay, let me tell you how much of a fangirl I am of you. I have a video that I literally downloaded of you and Ethan, and he's on your back and you're doing the push-ups.
Oh
And I
yeah.
swear you guys are always on my inspiration. I'm like, look at him, he working out with his muscles. Come on. Now
Nas, get on my back.
you weren't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Ask him, ask Ethan to do it now. No, thank you. And plus, he too heavy. I can't push up no 67-pound boy.
I got that video, girl. I think you were squatting him
I
too.
used to squat with him all the time. Oh,
Yes.
that was my baby. And now, next he's into soccer now. Forget it working out.
He's always
Yeah,
gonna be a baby. He's always gonna be joined at the hips with you.
yeah, that's my boy who's,
That's twin in him, twin
okay,
in him.
now when did you let's talk a little, we're gonna switch gears of when did you get into coaching, specifically online coaching? I know right around COVID, but
That's
were you
it.
doing it? COVID was it?
That's it. COVID is when I got into online coaching. Specifically, what happened, girl? Like my story is a whole bunch of traumatic experience after that. So I actually lost my job at the airport. I was working there for 14 years, and when COVID happened, you remember they made all the kids stay at home and do their online
Yeah.
learning at home. And so they all said, okay, they laid us all off. And I was like, okay, cool, because I have to be at home with my son anyways. And he was getting ABA therapy and speech therapy in home as well as,
Hmm.
the online school. So they just randomly called me back. And I was like, I mean, I can't come back. I mean, I have they were like, that's not an excuse. Like, if you're not here by Friday, you know what I'm saying? You're going to lose your job. I've been there 14 years. I was devastated. But of course, I'm rocking with my baby. You know what I mean? So
What?
yes, I ended up losing my job, and I think I saved up about $2,000, and I put my last in savings and got me a coach. Shout out to Miss Fit Brit. She was my coach that taught me how to go from being, in personal training to online training. She had like a 6-week program that was amazing, and I just took my last little bit of savings and I just prayed to God, took
Hmm.
the program, and like she's an accelerator coach too. Like she like 6-week jump. Go on, bird, fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And when I tell you, for the past 4 rounds, I made just as much as I was making at the airport just by
What?
taking that leap of faith. Nothing moves until you move. You got to put skin in the game. You
That's good
got to put
stuff.
skin in the game if you
Yep.
really want a transformation. You really want to grow. You really want you got to put that money out there. You got to put that faith out there. You got to come from some type of skin in the game to let you know it's real, to let God know that you
That you
trust
serious, that you
and
trust
that's
them. Hmm.
real. Right. You got the skin in the game. So that's what I did. And I never looked back. I don't think I'm ever going to look back. I think I'm comfortable and I love online training because you can reach so many people.
So many people, and especially you with all your fancy affirmations. But like I was telling people before, before I met you, I had never seen coaches do that. Never. Like
Yeah,
I was like,
it's definitely
what is she
different.
doing with her? And they were, I think it was a Zoom and it was you, but you were showing the people and they were standing there just doing their affirmation. I'm like, that is so cool. Weird cool, but it's cool because
Yeah, it's
people,
different.
they need, right, you have to speak what you want. And the fact that you were encouraging your clients to say, hey, this, that, and the other, before we get started, if you're not believing this about yourself, it is not going to happen. And I'm telling you, I keep saying it, it blew my mind. Like,
I remember when, even before I got online coaching and I was showing that, there was a time where I wanted to work with another trainer, and her style was a lot different from mine. And she was like, I'm not really into like that meditation and that,
mhm,
affirmations and all that stuff. That's not my thing. So, maybe you should do your own thing. And because, like you said, it was so new. They're like, what does this have to do with
thank
right
you.
now? And I get it. It was new. But let me tell you, at the time when COVID happened, the world shut down. That was a scary time.
Very. Mhm,
And everybody was terrified. We didn't know, when we were going to go back to work. I mean, we had curfews, the gyms were closed, everything was
mhm.
closed. So, like, fitness to me also is like healing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like I use that to like encourage and inspire and uplift the women because this is all we had. You know what I mean? So
Mhm,
that's when I really, really started pouring into them when it came to the affirmations and just speaking it. And especially like that last push, you're
mhm.
creating that energy in your body with movement. So
Yeah.
you're creating it. So imagine creating a whole bunch of high vibration energy and speaking life into yourself, speaking life into your goals, speaking life into what you want, or just even thinking about it. Even if you don't say it
Mhm.
out loud, baby, it comes quick. It
It
comes
does.
fast in a hurry. And yeah, all of my clients could attest to that. Like, yeah.
The minute you speak, you just start to feel good. So it doesn't matter if you're already feeling good, and then you move your body on top of that. Man, you have the
Okay.
best. You have the best year, best day in the whole wide world. I
I said they
totally
could
get
put
it.
me on The Secret. They should have put me on that, that movie, The Secret, so I could tell
This
people work out too. Don't just do The Secret. Do the
right.
workout.
You should have wrote a couple of chapters in that. And that's the secret right
Okay.
there. Those
Create the
affirmations.
energy.
So
Yes.
where did let's talk about the Fit Alchemist.
Mm.
Where'd that come from?
And that name means everything to me. I literally feel like I embody that name when I think about that name or say that name. It's
Mm-hmm.
like my own personal alchemy, you know. So the Fit Alchemist came from the book The Alchemist. It's one of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite books. And what I love about that book is I mean, this man go through the whole journey. I mean, y'all read that book? That book is crazy. Like he's going through all across the world to find this treasure, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a big journey. During the journey, he finds different signs and symbols that he sees that remind him that he's on the right track. And then he goes through all of this hardship just to find out. Oh, and he connects with, the spirits around him. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And saves himself from death, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
All the, like, I think it was like priestess or something was like, if you're the alchemist, jump. You know what I'm saying? Off this
Yeah.
cliff, something. Jump off the cliff. And he's like, okay, God, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, son. Okay, Win. Like, help me out here. And then he makes it, and they're like, oh, what's up with this guy? So he's literally on a journey to find the alchemist, which is the person who can turn stone into gold. He's literally on this journey, and come to find out, he had all of that within him, within himself,
Mm-hmm.
able to save himself. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much magically, it was always with him. So when I
Okay.
think about that, we go through all this stress, all this trauma, all this drama. Like I said, my life is full of it. And somehow I'm always able to use fitness to remind me that internally, you know what I'm saying? I have everything within me to be okay. I
Mm-hmm.
feel myself through fitness so many times. I feel myself through eating right, working out, um, prayers, meditation, journaling, reading, just going. And all of these things are deliberately so that I can remember to go within. You know what I'm saying? Seek God within, find the answers within, and you'll be okay. So
And
that's what.
that's a part of the fitness that a lot of coaches, I myself didn't talk about it. I'm doing it now because I've learned when we accept new clients or whatever, our future clients, present clients, past clients. I like to, and you probably have done this now within the last maybe 5 or 6 years. I like to dig into why people overeat, undereat,
Aha,
have this journey
aha.
of an up and down.
Uh-huh.
So
Because they're not
before,
facing
right,
themselves. They're not facing
yeah,
themselves. Right.
and
Exactly. It's
you as a fitness coach, you need to know that. You
mm-hmm.
need to know that because everybody is everybody has a reason why. It's a reason for their why. And when you dig into the fitness and the reason of their fitness, sometimes it is mind blowing. Like,
Yes.
I didn't know you turned to fitness because of that. But I
Yes.
think as a coach, you need to dig into that because we want to help the whole of man and not just
So,
physically, right? We want to help them
so
mentally, spiritually,
those are
financially if we
muscles
can.
too.
You know what I mean?
Those
So
are muscles too. Those are
there,
actually muscles that you're working out too. You're working out your mental muscle. You know what I mean? You're working out your spiritual connection. You're working out your body. Those are also muscles that you need to work. So I love what you just said is right on target of why I created the 10-week Fit Alchemist transformation program. Every week we go a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? We
mm-hmm,
have our Success Sunday talks where we talk about what's our why and how
mm-hmm,
we can I got like a whole bunch of tricks in my bag, okay, to help you to do stuff every day to reconnect with that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to
right,
not be afraid to dream and want bigger for yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is the point with journaling. Create, what does your higher self look like? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Journal about that. Like really get inside and figure out what it is that you like, what it is that make you happy, what hobbies you like, what do you want to try, what did you put on the back burner that you thought you couldn't. And
mm-hmm.
let me show you that if you can get through this hard workout, you can get through anything.
And that's period.
Right, and you can get all of this stuff that you want, that you focus on. Yeah.
And that is a part of coaching that I just love that I just got that it's more to it than just writing somebody a plan, writing them a nutrition program, writing them a training program, and then that's the end of be all. And then you do little check-ins. No, Coach Cat does way. I mean, and I think I remember that you brought it up too, like seeing on your Zooms how you had everybody who you trained or whoever was on your online and y'all sat and just talked about how the week went or and I remember you just put bits and pieces of it. I'm like, I have never seen nobody do this. Like I had never. And that, but see, it clicked for you. It's just now clicking for me because, like you said, it's much deeper than just the body.
Right.
I need to know
I used to tell my
why you
girls,
here.
I used to tell my girls, the body is the bonus. The body comes with consistency. The body
Mm-hmm.
comes with hard work. The body is the bonus. You're going to gain so much more in your fitness journey than just a nice body. You know what I'm saying? When you really
Yeah.
go back with those layers and really, understand all of the steps, you'll be like, oh, wow, not only do I got a nice body, but I have a growth mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do I have a nice body, but I know how to eat, you know,
I know
what's
how to
good.
eat. Right. And
Everybody,
you teach them why. You okay, I know how to eat, but why I eat this and why it's important.
right,
And
right.
why I didn't do it. What were my triggers? I'm thinking Coach Cat digs into all of that with her clients. And it's everybody ain't doing that. That's why you got the caliber of people you got because or you charge whatever you charge for because I can see why. It's more to it than just writing a plan and writing a diet. Sometimes you got to dig into people because they need
They need it.
they
And you
need
want to know
it.
what else people don't know that they need that I feel like my program helps with is the sisterhood in the community. Some people
Mm-hmm.
don't have people who are on the same journey when it comes to fitness as them. And
Mm-hmm.
they don't, their friends are not on that journey. Their mate might not be on that journey. You know what I'm saying? Their family might not be on that journey. So
Mm-hmm.
you feel alone. And when you feel alone, then you kind of it's easily to get sucked back into your ways. But when you got a
Yep.
tribe of women that love you and that's supporting you and that's on that journey with you, iron sharpens iron and it just makes you better. You know what I mean? So I think
Period.
that's another thing. A lot of people try to be doing stuff, like you said, just write the plan and do it on their own. But like, what about after? What about when you
Yeah.
go into that community? I mean, sorry, not the community, but what about when you go back into your home? Are you prepared for, what's to come there? You know what I mean?
Right. And so you get them prepared for that. So just in case you get with a whole bunch of people who ain't doing what you're doing, you've prepared your clients to, hey, this is how you're going to deal with that. This is how we're going to continue eating. This is what I want you to keep. That's when affirmations come in. Because like you said, it's so easy to get sucked back into the world
Yeah,
and
with
forget
your environment.
everything that you've taught
Hmm.
them. Everything is
Hmm.
so simple. And that's what I loved about your coaching is that you care. You care more than the average person. You care.
It's a good thing, I guess, maybe,
It's a
or
wonderful, what you mean? It's a wonderful thing.
I feel like I be
One,
caring too much. You know what I
you
mean?
you make all your clients feel like they're your only client. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do love
You
my
make
clients, though.
you make
I do.
people feel, just in general, you make people feel when you engage with people, you make them feel like they're the most important thing in front of you. You know what I mean? I'm for real.
Thank
You
you.
listen, you give your advice, you be like, I don't know. You confirm stuff. So it's something in you that a lot of coaches they don't have, and you have it. And I got it a little bit, but not like you, but I'm learning. But I'm learning. What
Yeah.
setbacks? I already know we are talked about as far as bodybuilding, but what physical setbacks have you had during your fitness journey? Any injuries? And if you had, how did you overcome them?
No injuries. I
What?
haven't had any injuries. All of my setbacks have been mental setbacks, personally. If I could be vulnerable and speak about it, I've been gone for 3 years. That's a setback. I feel like that's a setback, but it was just like, I was experiencing so much grief. I lost my best friend. I lost my grandmother, two of my grandmothers, my dad's mom and my mom's mom. I had a situation where one of my gym partners, we talked about that at the
Mm-hmm.
gym, she committed suicide. That was pretty hard for me. And then I lost a client. She had already had breast cancer, and I knew she was going through that. And I was taking her through the process just so she could, feel good. I got some really
Mm-hmm.
good Ital, and losing her. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of setbacks mentally that got so overwhelming. I just decided to take a step back, you know what I mean? And just be with my son and just pour into myself and just take a break, But now I'm back. Now I'm back.
So do
They're
you
all
feel
back.
mental setbacks are harder than physical setbacks?
Um, I've never had a physical
Oh, you never
setback
had a
to go
physical.
off of, but I will say that I thank God for allowing me to create this program because I use it for myself. And anytime I get real down and depressed, I just challenge myself. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, think about the program. Kat, are you journaling? Kat, are you reading a self-help book every day? Kat, how's your diet, your nutrition? Kat, are you working out? I just challenge myself because what that does is it refocus, like I said, back in me, reminding
Mm-hmm.
me I was always the alchemist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going back inside of me. So I'm glad for that program because I use it myself. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, hold on, we slipping.
Right. Let's talk more about the program.
Program.
Let's talk more about this alchemist program. If somebody's watching and they're thinking, which, and if you're watching and you are thinking, stop thinking because she is that deal. Like, get in contact with her. But if I was to sign up for the program, what am I supposed to expect from this program if I was to sign up for your program? Tell us about it.
Well, the 10-week Fit Alchemist transformation program, I like to say, is a total transformation. So, what you will receive is access to my private app. I created an app with all my workouts. Everything is customizable. I also do have a nutritionist on my team who creates the diet plan. We break it into two parts. You'll get two diets, macro-based diets, and then, you'll get your first one, and
Mm-hmm.
then, how you start, your body's going to change, baby. And once your body starts changing, you'll get a second one. So the app is like really, really cool because it tells you, like, you just literally go on there and there's a calendar and you click on it and then you got click on the video and you'll see me
Yeah.
telling you what to do. But what's cool about it too, like I love my clients and I love the affirmation part, so I pour into them. So not only do you have access to the app with the workouts in the app, but you also have access to work out with me live, virtual live workouts where you get the whole, you know what I'm saying?
No, to get all of it.
Baby, we're gonna work out and we're gonna get you stretched out. You're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna start your day feeling like you're a warrior, like you can take over the world, okay? And then we have our Success Sundays where all of the girls in the community get together and like I love my clients, so I low key be like stalking them, you know what I'm saying? Like looking to see what they doing, just so I can show up on Success Sunday to celebrate them. Because a lot of women don't like to, you know what I'm saying, be confident and speak up about, you know, what their wins are. What is it? I don't even wait to tell you. I'm like, no, she lost 10 pounds, okay?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on there already. Like it's a hyped up Success Sunday. And that's the best part about it. All my clients love Success Sunday. It just makes you leave on Sunday all hyped up and ready to start.
Ready for Monday. Yep.
And then we're gonna start it all over again. You know what I'm saying? The 10 weeks gonna fly by, but you're gonna have every tool needed to be successful inwardly and outwardly.
Now, why 10 weeks as opposed to a 30-day thing? Why 10 weeks?
Just because we're building habits. We're trying to build habits that really stick.
Bingo.
So a little bit longer, yeah, to get those habits in.
10 weeks. And y'all, 10 weeks is not long. When you getting into something, 10 weeks will fly by. But you're right, it creates habit. So that way it becomes it creates it to become second nature.
Exactly. And that's what I want.
It's perfect.
And that's what I want. I think I sent you a video of the transformation for
we have a video. I'm glad you said that. We talk about this video all day and I totally forgot about it that fast. So I'm gonna kick both of us out because I want you guys to watch. Actually, I got two videos, but I'm gonna play this transformation video first. And that's going to be Kat with her clients. All the
ladies, real quick. Shout out to all the ladies that
who watching her clients. Y'all about to be on blast right now.
Okay, I love my girls. Okay,
you're about to be on blast. Okay, so let's kick butt.
Hey, hello, they know, hello, they know, hello, they know, hello, they know, shout it low, I got flavor, plus you know, the kid got paper, like 40, don't save us, bankhead, been pulling caper, the way he dropped, would've thought I had a taser, call me street, like a raver, shout it low, ATL, I'm the mayor, put my gear beat tape.
Talk a little bit about that video real quick.
So that video pretty much explains a few of the girls from the first round's transformations. And as you can see, I'm literally training them on the TV.
I told you.
Living room. And, you know, I'm talking to them, I'm training them, you know, I'm empowering them as we're working out in our morning workout. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about this one so I can bring in this next one. I think you're actually talking with one of the clients.
That's a client. And this was literally after we finished the training. She's like, Coach Kat, hold on, I got to tell you something. And I was like, hold on, okay, hold on. And
this is it. We're about to play this one, y'all. Give me 1 sec.
I think that the workouts that you're doing here with us, this experience is amazing and nobody's doing what you're doing. I promise you. I just did a 30-minute workout prior to this workout. No, thank you. I promise you, from the warm up to the music to the inspirational things that you were saying to us, coaching us along the way to get us through, to the cool down, to the yoga, to then the uplifting words to carry us through the day. I just experienced a 30-minute workout, like I said, prior to this workout. No, thank you. I said, wow, what a difference. So please don't change. You are light. You are love. And I'm telling you, we need you and other women need you.
I say unbelievable. Doesn't that feel good to get good feedback?
I love Mika. Shout out to Mika.
She said, hold on, boo. I got something to say.
Mika, oh my gosh, she's so sweet. She's no thank you. No thank
right. She said, I did a workout before this.
No, ma'am.
And then did your workout. I don't want to do that workout no more. I'm straight. So that's good because that lets you know that what you're doing is right. You're on the right track. That's what I just say it to myself. If I can reach one person, I've done the will of God.
I love that.
That's it. Right. I just need to reach one.
Right.
Need to reach one. I don't need 1,000. That's great if that happens. But I know that I'm on the right track when I've been an example to at least one person a day. So you're on the right track. I'm gonna shift gears just a little bit. I got 2 more questions to ask you real quick.
Okay.
Fitness trends. This is a funny one. What is a fitness trend that you cannot stand that people are still doing to this day, and why?
That's a good question. Let me think about that.
Fitness trend, fitness myth.
Ooh, myth. Okay.
Myth.
I got a whole lot of them. I was gonna say now trend. I've been out the game for a little while, so I don't really know what the kids is doing. I'm old, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the kids is doing, so I don't know about the trends. But the myth that I cannot stand that people come to me all the time, I just want to lose my stomach. I just want to lose my.
Oh, they still doing it to this day. You've been gone 3 years and ain't nothing changed.
Bro, how can you just lose your stomach?
Like so, I mean, so you cool with every other body part.
Right. You can't stop this, okay?
No.
I can't help you with that. Or the whole it's 15 days before and my birthday is coming up. In 15 days. Coach, what can you do for me? No.
I need to lose 30 pounds in 15 days.
I'm not a magician. I can't just what I mean.
Can't do all that right.
The body comes with consistency, so you might as well enjoy the process along the way because you're gonna be doing it. Okay,
you're gonna be doing it.
Even me.
And so, right. And so after the 15 days, what do you want us to do? So 15 days pass, and we hope you lose 40 pounds. Then what? You know what I mean?
Can you lose 40 pounds in 15 days? No,
I mean, according to some people, you can. I just laughable to me. And, I get chastised for that.
10 pounds, maybe 10 pounds.
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
10. But yeah, that's astronomical. 40 pounds. And I need to do 50 pounds by July 15th. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to refer you to somebody who can get you there. But, I can't get you there because this is not possible.
That part. I saw what you posted too. I think today, maybe about the muscles. You're not gonna get big from just lifting weights. Like it takes a lot, okay? We be trying, like we be eating. We have to take supplements. Like we have to.
You are not going to get manly from lifting with them weights.
A whole lot for you to get big like a man. Like you just from lifting weights, baby. You're not going to get swole.
When I say it takes, so you don't even want to know what it takes. Right? I've been lifting weights well over 20 years, and I ain't looked like the man yet. It just hasn't happened yet. My shoulders may look a little bigger, but I don't have that physique. I don't have the testosterone like a man to develop muscle like that. Women, we make testosterone, but not a lot, but not enough for you. We lift weights for a whole session and you're like, my shoulders getting big like a man. No, your shoulders big like a man. It's probably because your diet got nothing to do with no man or weight. Could be just your diet.
You got a lot of fat on top.
It's making you look like a man.
Go through the whole thing. And I like to too. I like to train, and I learned this from bodybuilders too. I like to do phases. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can both lose weight and gain muscle at the same time. It's a phase thing. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Now, what would you tell the woman? Because I'm glad you said that because I just got that this week. Who says, I want to come to you and I want to weight train, but I need to lose some weight first. And then I'm going to come to you, for the weight training. What would you tell her?
Well, it depends on how much weight she wants to lose. I'm not going to lie. She's a big girl. She's like 300 pounds or something. You want to get started, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Start working out, getting your steps in, or whatever it's going to take for you to get that stamina so you could build up that courage and that confidence to really lift those weights. So I don't mind that, especially when they're haven't weight trained in a long time, or especially when they're like, they really got to lose, I've had women lose like 100 pounds, almost 100 pounds. And yeah, you go walk first. You know what I'm saying? Get your cardio up first. I'm okay with that personally.
So can you do both at the same time?
Doing what? Both.
Can you lose
weight and building muscle?
Can you lose weight and put on muscle at the same time?
I would say it's kind of challenging. You might be able to do that, but it is kind of challenging. I mean, long term, if you're talking about long term, you know what I mean? Like, muscle has memory, so you're going to look more defined and more cut.
Yeah.
The more heavier weights that you lift, but is that really muscle? That could just be, how
True.
you're holding water or what's going on. So
True.
I say that's a tricky question. You might be able to do it, but
I think it depends because you need to be in a deficit to lose.
Right.
And I always tell people it takes 2,700 calories to put on 1 pound of muscle, but it takes 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. So doing both is tricky. I believe it can be done. I think it's a manipulation of the diet. And the reason why I ask that is because I don't want women to always to feel like they have to drop all the weight first, then lift weights. When you can do both at the same time in your weight loss journey.
You're asking now, I got a little bit clearer what you were asking. Okay, I get what you're asking. But one thing that we didn't even mention, muscle helps you burn fat.
Yep. So the more muscle you have, you want to have muscle.
Yes.
Because you can burn calories.
You're getting super hungry.
Your appetite increases.
Okay. What's going on? Yeah.
Yep. I have clients like that too. Like ever since I've been started weight training, I'm getting hungry. I'm like, we on the right track. Because that first thing your body's gonna require them calories because you lifted those weights. You need them. But I'm glad you got clarity because I did have somebody tell me that. Like I gotta lose like 40 pounds first before I start lifting weights. And I was just kind of like, well, you can, while you're in your weight loss transformation, your journey, you can lift weights while you're doing that. Because I think it'll help. Nobody wants to lose weight and just be saggy. So while you're losing weight, you're building up some nice,
That's what I was thinking you were saying. Should I?
Now that's a good question because you said it depends on, how big, if you're got a lot of weight to lose. Yeah, I probably would suggest that too.
Yeah.
Get your cardio and get a routine first.
To get your stamina, your confidence up and everything. If you really, and you never lift weights or you're new to this, I would say that. But definitely building muscles gonna burn fat too. So it's gonna work out in your favor to lift.
Muscle. More than anything, lift. What about cardio? Just lift faster. Just do an extra set. But you're gonna lift
about cardio. My idea of cardio has shifted a little bit in this portion of my life because I am getting a little bit older, and as you age, your body is a little bit different. So walks has been doing it for me, and not just for the cardiovascular component, but just for the mental component, being out in nature, getting that vitamin D, feeling that sun on your skin. It just makes me feel happy.
What about us who live in Michigan? We don't got no sun every day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. North Carolina girl.
It was cold and rained all day today.
It's beautiful.
Okay, sorry. Ain't nobody where you at. You know what I'm saying? What if we ain't got no sunny climate all the time? Yes, it is like the absolute worst. Now, before we end, I got two things to do. I like to play a little game. And then secondly, you will do the word of the day, but we'll get into that. So for our game, I'm going to give a one word and you're going to respond with one word. Anything. Don't worry, I'm gonna throw you off, okay? Kind of
You
like the
always
first,
throwing me off. Okay.
like
I'm
the
on a
first
game
one.
show. I'm like, okay, let me think fast.
Yes, I like to think, All right, first word. Ice cream. First thing on your mind.
Truck.
Dumbbells.
Jim.
Yoga.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Yoga.
Matt.
French fries.
Uh-oh. Did you say French fries?
French fries.
Burger?
Donald Trump. I said word, not laugh. Donald Trump. DEI.
Target?
Has your son been affected by that?
Oh, your mic is a little really.
Oh, it's going off. Can you hear me now? I said, has your son been affected by that?
Say it one more time.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It sounds like a robot on my end.
Okay, hold up.
Not
Can you hear me now?
Here.
No. Yes. It's all good. Don't worry. Let me see. You come off. You come off. Can you hear me now?
It still sounds really distorted, kind of like a robot.
Sarah. Okay, I had to take that off. Ooh, I'm like right here. Okay. Hear me now?
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda.
we can still make it out.
Okay, so I said, if you can hear me, I said, was your son affected by DEI?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Oh my God, hold on.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Let's do this here. All right, I got you on mic. One. Okay, I thought I ended it. Hold on 1 second. We got technical difficulties, but that's
Just a
okay.
small difficulty. Mic check.
I know, right? Mic check. Here we go. Actually, you know what? I think my cord came out. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if this works. We can lift up just a little. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. All right. Let me see if I can hear you in my head. See if I can hear you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah? No? do, 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 do. Do, do, do,
Are
do,
you
do.
able to unplug your mic and just talk regular?
No. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I can hear you. Yep, there you go.
You can hear me?
Yep, perfect.
Can you?
The shit is on. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Perfect.
I asked, was your son affected by the DEI removal?
Yes.
I bet he was.
He was. Wow. Yes. They did remove his services and left it all up to me. So he no longer receives speech or OT because of DEI. We just randomly got a letter about it.
What?
Yes. Yes.
See, Donald Trump, you should have said motherfucker. No, you shouldn't.
I wanted to say a whole lot of stuff, but I know you on YouTube. I'm not sure if, you know what I'm saying, Elon Musk owns it or what. I was like, you'll join off, but I got a lot of stuff to say.
Crazy, ain't it? Crazy.
It's really, really sad. And you know what? It's honestly starting to affect women's health too, y'all.
I believe it.
I have a friend who's a doctor, who's an OBGYN, and she just recently lost her job.
What?
Yes.
As an OBGYN?
Yes. It's about the departments, the women's health departments. And they started cutting those too.
Now that's the first I've heard that.
Yeah, she just told me about it yesterday, and I was really, really shocked. Now I'm not gonna say directly it was from DEI, but it seems like
I mean,
it
if it
seems
smell like a cat, walk
um,
like a cat. It's a cat, right?
seems like when it comes to women's health, women's right, our reproduction, you know what I'm saying? Us
Yeah,
having
yeah.
now it'd be an issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the government got involved with our bodies, but here we are. Here we are.
I can't believe somebody lost. I can't wait to text my sisters that ain't gonna believe this. What?
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
Oh, sorry to have a DI. Sorry to bring it up, but when I act, I was getting ready to say it. And I thought about like, wait a minute, you have an
I said
autistic child,
Target
so
when you said DEI because I was thinking about how they just boycotted the crap out of Target. You know what I'm saying?
when I say I showed somebody today, I said the CEO had to take a 45% decrease in pay. Target has already lost $12.4 billion. I said, we got to stay on it. Stop supporting them. Oh, well. Next. They don't
My
care
poor
about
son,
us.
if my son wasn't here, he's not here, but if he was here, he would have come up, no, don't boycott Target. Oh, he loves.
My son asked me all the time, can we go to Target? Like, we don't shop at Target no more.
Yeah. He's so upset about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's for his own good. He understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end,
Support people,
well,
support us. Thank you.
no worries. No, I did think about that. Okay. So everybody knows if you follow me, you can follow me on social media. You know, I haven't done one this month yet, but I do my say less. What's the word of the day? But Catrena, it's on you. Say, Catrena, what's the word of the day?
Consistency.
Why?
Because that's all you need. You need to be consistent. If you're consistent, you will reach your goal. So
Period.
consistency is my word.
Consistency. I tell people it beats motivation any day. Motivation is fleeting, but you can get through a workout or get through anything if you're consistent because you'll learn how to push other things away because you're consistent. But if you're looking for motivation, sorry, it ain't there. Motivation is fleeting, but consistency will always win.
You get one, even if you make one step closer, you know what I mean? 1% closer by being consistent. You always gonna win.
Always always gonna win with consistency. I do. I'm gonna do my word of the day on that tomorrow. Hold on, let me write about it while I'm asleep because it's gonna come to me. So if you see a video on consistency, whether I probably already done one, but sometimes everybody needs a reminder that you gotta be consistent. And we rolling into this Monday for all y'all watching. Tomorrow, Monday. I know a lot of y'all are starting on tomorrow. Just stay consistent. You would never have to start on Monday if you're consistent. Just saying. Thank you so much for joining me. Because you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you decide to have a conversation with me. And for that, I am forever grateful.
Anytime.
So thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. We need to do more. And actually, I want to go live, not so much go live, or maybe go live. I'm gonna work out something because I want them to see you in action. Now, I have her social media. It's down on the banner if you need to follow her. If you want more information about her program, you know where to find her. And if you can't inbox me, I'll direct you right to her. Great coach. She's based out of North Carolina, Charlotte or Raleigh, Charlotte, right?
Charlotte. Yes,
And
ma'am.
she does online training. I am big on pushing other fitness people. I can't save everybody. You know what I mean? So if you're in the area, if you're looking for this Alchemist program, and as far as meditation, she is the one. I'm not the one. She is. She gonna have you right. I promise you. So again, if you need her information, it is scrolling at the bottom. And if you can't get in touch, contact me. I'll send you her way. Again, thanks. It has been wonderful. And I promise you, we're going to do something because I need people to see you live. So I need to see you live in action. So when you start that little 10-week program, I'll find a way to go live while you teaching. We're going to have you live on my platform because people need to see how great you are. It's great. Just great. Just a great person, great coach, great trainer, great friend, great mom, just great overall. And
well,
I think, I know that us meeting wasn't by happenstance. It was definitely God ordained. Something that you needed, that God knew that you had that I didn't. And I'm forever grateful. I'm just grateful for the people in fitness that I run across because y'all one of a kind. You one of a kind. Y'all be tooting my horn, but man, please. Yeah, I'm okay
Yes,
compared to that one right there.
yes.
There, that one, I'm okay. I'm okay. You guys, thanks for watching. We got another show coming up in 2 weeks. Next week is Mother's Day, so you guys have a great Mother's Day, and I will see you all later. Thanks again, Catrena. Have a wonderful night, you guys.